As a child, based on my condition, I was told I could never run. So I started to run. Professionals and specialists tell us a lot of things that can only serve to limit us. One very important thing that they don't take into consideration: our determination. I've run 20-something marathons, 100-something half marathons, and countless 5Ks and 10Ks in more than 90 countries around the world. The doctors were wrong. Every time they tried to write me off, I simply wrote my own story. Throughout my travels around the world, I realized that I wasn't alone. I'm running across the globe in search for others to have the audacity to break down perceived limits, showing us exactly where greatness comes from, beyond limits. Another day, another life-changing journey. Welcome to Berlin, Germany. The BMW Marathon is days away. The streets are vibrating with anticipation, and the world-renowned pastries are far too accessible. "45,000 people are signed up to sprint through the German streets, which means at one point in time, for 45,000 people, running a marathon was out of reach. Far away, impossible. And yet, here they are. There's even a rumor that Ethiopian runner Eliud Kipchoge is going to beat the world record. This record has never been beaten, yet there's a belief that it's possible. Because it's only possible until it isn't.
Oh, this is going to look good.
I'd love to say that today's going to be a special day, but honestly, with all the people we've met, every day feels like a special day.
What do you think?
Today is a first for Beyond Limits. We are sitting down with our first Olympians of the series, twin sisters Rabea and Debbie.
We're here in Berlin, center of Berlin, with Debbie and Rabea.
Yeah, hello.
As if their resumes weren't already impressive enough, there are plenty of pursuits off the chalk as well.
See if I can get this right. Psychologist,
Yes.
doctor, marathon runners, extraordinaire.
I could understand how they could do this if perhaps they had, say, one set of credentials between them. I mean, these two could be literally in two places at once. But they decided to place themselves both in the Berlin Hall of Fame because, well, why not?
It's great if you have achievements. It's a feeling that you can't compare to anything else. If you work for something and then you reach that goal, yeah, nothing else can compare to.
They had absolutely no consideration for the idea of impossible.
When one achieved a goal, then it's clear for the other one that this is possible. It's in the genes.
What exactly do Olympians, a doctor and a psychologist, give for advice? If our symptom was facing the impossible, what on earth would they recommend for a prescription?
Commitment is what turns a promise into reality.
Please say that again.
Commitment is what turns a promise into reality.
I love that.
For Debbie, she's a big believer in consistency over time.
Set yourself small goals. If you've never been running and you say, tomorrow I want to run a marathon, you go out and after 1K you'll fail. So set small goals. So small goals you can actually reach because you will always have the reward of, you've reached your goal and then go on to the next.
For Rabea, a psychologist, it's all about gratitude.
Yeah, you pick a marathon and you have that goal and you work towards it. And well, then there are days when it's raining or snowing or whatever and you're like, oh no, I really don't feel like doing that. But always ask the question, what's the good thing about it? And there's always something good you can take out of everything.
Absolutely.
Every disappointment, you're smarter than you were before, and you can do better next time. morning or night, whenever it suits you, whenever you have a minute to reflect, then think about what your achievements or what were the good things that happened to you throughout the day. Reflect on what you've achieved during your day and you will always find something.
So I think gratitude, I think it's critical. More people need to be grateful.
Now, at the time of this interview, Rabea had recently suffered an injury during training. He couldn't chase after what she wanted.
Because of a knee injury, I'm not able to run. I have goals. I have set goals for the next years, for the Olympic. Yeah, I cannot run at the moment, so it sometimes drives me crazy.
Now, does this mean that she has no reason to be grateful? Absolutely not.
And pain is not always fun, but it's part of the process. You go through the highs and you go through the lows.
So you're going to go into your next race more rested up.
Yep.
And stronger, healthier, happier. I don't know if you guys can be any happier. You guys are both very happy.
At this point, running for Rabea is impossible. But will it always be? No, absolutely not.
There's nothing more boring than steady. So if you don't get up the couch and try it, you won't know what you can achieve.
Because it's only impossible until it isn't.
Wasted time, wasted energy. You only get this one chance. When you've done it, you feel really good.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so
Absolutely
much.
Lovely.
It's been a pleasure.
I can feel myself getting a little nervous because pretty soon I'm going to be fresh out of excuses.
We are off to the 2022 BMW Berlin Marathon Race Expo.
Regardless of the size of the upcoming race, marathons typically feature some sort of race expo.
Whatever in doubt, follow the tracksuits.
A place for runners to come together, to check in, collect their information, their bibs, and to celebrate.
We're meeting all these runners and clients, and every single one of them is forging this path that's never been forged before. There's so many different people from so many different nations, so many different countries and backgrounds and religions. You've got the world there.
Every single person has climbed his or her version of a mountain to be here. We met a man who was celebrating his 80th marathon, literally around the world in 80 races. We had met a woman that fended off illness, and we also met the most ridiculously charming runner, Mikkel, firefighter, a model, and a sponsored athlete from Sweden.
What was your first impression when you see Mikkel for the first time?
I hated him. I absolutely hated Mikkel. And Mikkel, let me translate that for you. It's jealousy. This guy is dialed in absolutely every respect, battling severe arthritis to the point that his doctor said, "You cannot run this marathon." Even though we had just met him, we're absolutely blown away by his story. Despite crowds of people rushing past us every second, he agreed to sit down with us the next morning, literally the morning of the marathon. It's fascinating how different marathons have different feelings. In Tokyo, almost like a reverence, almost too peaceful before a marathon. But in Berlin, it's pure excitement. It's a party.
The crowds are going crazy. It's history unfolding here on the streets of Berlin in the sunshine.
I guess you can only be so nervous about something that ultimately ends with a German beer. Waves of runners are going to be scheduled all morning, which means most of the day, the streets are going to be filled with athletes. There'll be those that are running as if their lives depended on it, and runners that have already finished spread out on the floor, maybe proving that it did.
Has done it again. This is superhuman. This is road running from a different planet here in Berlin.
Only 2 hours after the marathon had begun, the greatest precursor to a conversation about limitations.
Eliud Kipchoge is a history maker in Berlin. Yet again, he has done it. The world record is gone. and now he can celebrate. And that is simply stunning.
Does in fact make history, beating his own world record by 30 seconds, finishing in 2 hours, 1 minute, and 9 seconds.
Hearing that number, what?
I've got goosebumps right now. I literally have goosebumps. They said that beating the world record was impossible. It's only impossible until it isn't. What if you had spent your entire life dreaming of something, then just weeks before making it a reality, a new impossible hurdle was placed in front of you? With that, let's go meet this charming firefighter.
Most of the people tell me that I'm insane who's doing this with my arthritis in the hips.
Mikkel was in the midst of a dilemma. He had recently been diagnosed with an extreme version of MS, but yet here he was in all his chiseled glory.
They tell me maybe you can't walk in 5 years, and then maybe I can't, but I can't stop living. I work as a firefighter. I've been doing that for 16 years.
Have you had to physically carry people out? Have you saved people then from burning buildings?
It's not so often as you think. It's most American movies that are doing it.
So the movie Backdraft, you know, not very authentic?
Not based on the truth.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
16 years, fighting fires, carrying a few people out, not like the movies. Any lesson or life lesson that you've learned from all these years of firefighting that you've applied to your life?
Patience is very important. In the start, when I was a firefighter, I was pumping the adrenaline, and I just want to run into the buildings and do as much as I could. But nowadays I take a breath and thinking the situation over.
I think that's a brilliant thing to take away, patience. Have you applied that to coming to Berlin to run a marathon?
Yeah, I have to. With my old Michael, I had going to run 150 kilometers an hour as fast as I could, and not thinking about the next kilometers and the next mile, and use my brain more than the legs. Yeah. It's all in the head. You can do so much more than you think. Even if the arthritis is holding me back, I can't stop living and do the things I love to do.
You're clearly a very fit person. You're a model. You're a firefighter. You're making a lot of guys jealous out there, myself included. It's race day.
Yeah.
You're excited?
Let's go, man.
Run if you can. Walk if you have to.
Yeah.
Crawl if you must.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah. But over the finish line, I will be.
Today, we're going to try to do something a little different. We're going to sit down with total strangers who just made the impossible possible. Honestly, we're not too worried about being intrusive. Even with a camera and microphone, I'm pretty certain anyone wearing a medal around their neck is more than happy to talk to us.
Steven, nice to meet you. Ryan.
It was my How are you feeling post-marathon?
Fantastic. Don't think so much when you're running. Train beforehand a lot. Bring sugar with you in the race.
There's one thing that's absolutely clear here in Berlin. We've yet to just bump into someone who happened into the impossible.
It's empowering to see how much my body can do and how I can push myself to reach my own limits.
My advice is to find a group of running buddies. Just start. Stay consistent. We all start somewhere, so we'll start slow.
It's not about comparing myself to others, but being slightly better every day.
Don't take it too seriously. Make sure you're having fun in the process.
Commitment is what turns a promise into reality.
I love that.
So if you don't get up the couch and try it, you won't know what you can achieve.
Think about the end goal, not current.
Right.
As much pain as you are in at the current moment, it's all about the end.
And as in crossing the finish line or something beyond that?
Both. Beyond that and beer.
Midway through race day, and amongst the crowds of people, there he was, Mikkel.
Mikkel, you had some doubters. The doctor said, don't do it.
Yeah.
Other people said, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah,
You did it.
I did it.
What do you have to say to those people?
Don't stop believing in yourself, even if others do it. You can do so much more than you think.
And you just ran a marathon
Yep.
with arthritis,
Yes.
and you had a 17-hour bus ride,
Oh yeah.
and Mikkel says, I don't need a free beer.
No, it's not a medal for me. It's enough for me.
Again, sir,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Absolute pleasure.
Well, I suppose that's just more beer for us. Although after the Berlin Marathon, beer and celebration are not in short supply. The more stories I hear, the more journeys I watch unfold, the more medals that we pass in Berlin, Germany.
The legs are hurting and you want to stop. Listen to your heart.
I'm further reminded that for me, for you, and for these runners, whatever we hope to achieve, it's within reach. It's only impossible until it isn't.